fucking around here.
No, time. We got to give time.
No, we did. When we give time. And welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
And I'm BJ, and I'm back.
He's back.
From around the world in 18 days. I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Beejster, to the United States.
Back. He is back to the States. Welcome back.
What was that?
It's like a weird welcome back Cotter.
Yeah, but the problem, I thought you were going to go all in welcome back Cotter, and then I was going to say this is like aging you, and you need to pull that back.
I'm not that old, but
I know, right?
I do like.
I'm like, I know you're not that old.
I'm not that old.
You're like, yeah, you're like 10. You're like 15 years after Welcome Back.
I know, but Welcome Back Cotter used to be on reruns. I loved Welcome Back Cotter. I still watch Welcome Back Cotter. I think that's a good show. Stephen John Travolta.
I've never seen an episode of Welcome Back Cotter. I know of it.
Out.
I know the
You're
song.
missing out.
No, I'm not. There are just some shows that I will not go back and watch, and that is one of them. That's one of them.
So as if you follow this show at all, you know that I've been gone, and I was aboard a Princess Cruise. What's Princess Cruise is famous for?
Well, I'm doing my little mukbang ASMR.
Oh, you kind of are
with the black truffle. I know you guys can't really see that well. With the black truffle,
we had good lighting.
Asian Lay's, like they're kind of Pringles.
No, yeah, these are Pringles. They're Pringles,
but they don't call them Pringles.
But Lay's and Pringles, Lay's and Pringles are the same company, right?
Lay's and
Walkers.
Oh, I didn't know that. Lay's and Pringles is the same company.
Yes.
I thought Pringles was like their own.
No.
Like their own
Pringles,
company.
Pringles is just a thing, right? Pringles is just it's the potato
copyright
that is
copyrighted
pressed into the chip,
sure recipe. Yeah.
Right. It's not a typical sliced, baked, or fried potato chip. It is a potato powdered crisp.
Oh, a potato powdered crisp. Thank you for the science lesson today.
All right. Speaking of old shows,
hold on a second before you talk about old shows. Patrick Curry and Uncle P.
Welcome back, boys.
We salute you. Or that way, we salute you.
Showing.
Welcome, gentlemen.
For so,
anyways, old shows. Go back.
I was on
old shows.
Uncle P knows this. Uncle P. For 1,000 points. What TV show is famous for having the Princess Cruises cruise ship on?
Type it in there and type it in the chat.
There in the chat there.
I thought you were going to say old teeth, but you didn't go there. Keep going.
No, we had to wait for the. No, he
Love Boat.
It is the
Sing the Love Boat.
And it was fun because our boat, the Regal Princess, had like all these Guinness World Record plaques.
Why?
I don't remember, but it had a lot of signatures by the old cast of the Love Boat. And every time that we would leave the port, then it would play the theme to the Love Boat on the horns.
So corny. Do you know what I thought of when you said this?
What?
So I know you thought of that, which is just kind of weird.
I guess.
I thought of Boats and Hose from Step Brothers, where they're saying, "Where we go from port to port." I won't continue the song, but I thought, yeah,
I'm gonna
that's where you're going.
That's gonna be the greatest advertisement for this week's show. It's just us doing this,
doing our Boats and Hose.
There's gonna be Boats and Hose. I'm just gonna loop that. It's gonna be the greatest ad for this week's show.
I love it. Anyway, folks, welcome back. We have a great show for you today. We have BJ back in the saddle from weeks missing, weeks out yonder across the pond.
It was
over in ye old and jolly old England. What crazy American stereotypical English weird things can we say right now? Pip pip tally ho.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. He was across the pond. It's probably the biggest one. Enjoying the offerings of England and Scotland and Ireland.
Where I learned that with the Irish, I got to tell you, for any of you Irish viewers out there, even Irish heritage, or just maybe you love the Irish like I do, God, they were the greatest people in the entire world. Never did I ever feel more welcome. More
true
like
statement
I
here.
This is like genuine.
Genuine.
This is genuine. Yeah,
from the heart. Okay.
I have never felt more welcomed in a place, more immediately at home in a place. than I have anywhere in Ireland. I was in Cork, I was in Cove, I was in Dublin, I was in Powerscourt. I felt like at any moment I was going to get invited to somebody's house for dinner. It was so warm and welcoming.
That's fantastic.
And so I had to bring back this memento.
Could you see yourself like retiring there?
Retiring, I could see myself remote working there.
Oh, there you go. Zing. Folks, friends, countrymen.
Why wait to retire?
Friends, brothers, brethren, we bring to you today a bottle that BJ,
not just a bottle,
the
bottle. Hold on.
That probably sat right next to those
probably don't see it
dirty boxers in the luggage bag.
I might have wrapped it. I might have had to wrap it in the dirty boxers so that TSA wouldn't take it. They saw those dirty boxers and they're all like, nope, I'm good.
That's okay, even though I got gloves on, guys. I don't know where we both came up with that same accent, but let's show off that box. Whoa, hold on. I see a little, didn't mean to scream into the mic here.
We're going to start first with, this is the Redbreast
pot still, 10-year-old. I'm kind of conveying what you're saying because I don't know that they can really catch a lot of you on the mic. He's pointing out Distillery Edition, Distillery exclusive, 10-year-old. Patrick Curry is saying Redbreast cask strength is amazing. He's probably the most bourbon-like non-bourbon out there. I gotcha, yeah. That's a BFD right there. This bottle has been specially labeled for the Barrel Buddies. Wait. At the distillery is what that said, the rest of that?
That's correct.
Okay, look at that.
I'm sorry, it's not just something they get for the box.
Oh, go on.
It was bottled.
Oh, hey! Product of Ireland. It has our frickin' name on it.
Because I had this bottle just for us. Big
deal.
This was my welcome back.
Big effing deal.
To all of you.
Wowzer. I'm super hyped and beyond grateful for you to bring this back to share onto the show. So thank you very much for that.
My welcome back to all of you.
That is a wonderful treat. And please do the honors. And, I just kind of want to be quiet. Yeah, while you unwrap this. Unwrapping ASMR as I
can't hear any of that.
As I chomp on another black truffle Asian exclusive.
I want you to show them
Pringle.
I want you to show them your rhymes with snack
night.
Snack night. It reminds me.
What did I do with
snack night?
Let me show you guys a nifty little gizmo.
This is going to be fun for tonight's show, I think.
This is okay. What's in this? It's very light. And BJ's like, here you go. And I'm like, what is this? It's empty box. He's like, open it up. I'm like, okay. So
it was very Wolf. It was a Wolf of Wall Street moment for us.
Oh, it was Wolf of Wall Street for me because
like when Leo and Jonah Hill meet.
And I'm like, are we on that level where this is where we're going? And you're asking.
And I was the guy that was like, hey, do you want to drink whiskey with me?
You were Leo, obviously.
No, I'm Jonah.
Oh, you think you're Jonah Hill and I'm Leo in this scene? You were 100%. Jonah in that scene.
I was Jonah.
No, because he suggests it first. They're in the phone booth right after they did the lines of Coke. I think that was it. Beautiful pop.
He says, hey,
this is from the movie.
Smoke crack with me?
That was it. Yeah. So.
He's like, what? Yeah. Do you want to smoke crack with me?
Oh. This is interesting. This is a glass pipe.
It's not a pipe. It's not a pipe. I mean, technically, it is a pipe. It is
a pipette.
It is a pipette.
It's a pipe.
It's a glass pipette. And what do you do with that, James?
So for those knowledgeable, savvy folk out there, this is it's a cutter that measures out exactly what you need to be cutting. So it goes in water, and you have a little stopper here, and it's a little opening at the top. You put your finger on it, boom, when it's filled to the appropriate level.
It's a water dauber. It's a pipette that allows you to drop water.
And you just kind of release. Boop, boop, boop.
So you can drip water into your whiskey.
Water appropriately into your whiskey.
For, measured cut.
Be on the lookout, because I'll be honest with you guys, I think this could be some Barrel Buddy swag that we could make and sell to our fans.
I bet you I could find a glass blower in Mexico.
Yeah. We can find a local glass blower that would do
Oh,
these.
that's even better.
We know
Vegas
some people
made?
that know people. Yeah.
Vegas made. Yeah.
We could probably make our own. Oh, we could be onto something here.
I'm not gonna glass blow. I'm not gonna make my own. What are you talking about?
No, we'll have a guy. We're not doing it. He's not. We're gonna go into his glass shop and start blowing glass by
I'm
the
not getting a
thousands.
furnace in my garage.
No. Patrick Corey says you can hide your weed in there. Anyway,
Yes.
Uncle P would buy one. By the way, he sees where I'm going with
Yeah.
this.
This is. I think you're.
All right, more to follow. More to follow. We'll
James
figure it out.
James
what
is
we
our
wanna do.
entrepreneur. I'm
Yeah.
just the dumb guy that's like, I'm on TV.
So I'm gonna put that here.
Okay. Now that I've got a little pour going, I'll tell you a little bit about this.
Read the back of that.
This
please.
is the Redbreast single pot still 10-year-old distillery edition. If you were following along, we did go to the Middleton distillery estate in Cork, Ireland. Beautiful tour, and I'll have more to come on that. But they make the single pot still Redbreast there still today, not at the original like historic distillery, but they have a nice distillery facility there. So in 1912, we have the first mention of Redbreast. In 1933, an advertisement reads Redbreast liquor whiskey at your service. In 1964, Redbreast was being bottled annually in batches of approximately 4,000 gallons to satisfy a steady demand for the brand. By the 1970s, having first appeared in the 60s, the last known Redbreast 10-year-old bottlings were then released. And so 10-year was no longer a thing. We have the 12, but the 10-year was just not really a thing. By 1985, the last of the 10-year was gone. In 1991, Redbreast gets relaunched, so it gets reintroduced. In 2021, the 10-year-old reappears. They start remaking it, and as of today, you can now get it, but it is a distillery-only release. So that's kind of a fun thing. So the robin redbreast is the only bird which sings continuously throughout the dark Irish winters and is one of the very few small birds to choose winter in Ireland. It is this enduring spirit which inspires its namesake, Redbreast Irish whiskey. To celebrate the reopening of the Middleton Distillery experience in 2023, Master Blender Billy Layton and Blender David McCabe have reimagined a historic member of the flock, the Redbreast 10.
See what he did there in the wordplay? He said flock, and it's redbreast, which is a bird.
Are you flocking kidding me? Made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley, and then triple distilled in copper pot stills. Redbreast 10 highlights some of the more distinctive qualities of traditional single pot still whiskey, matured in a combination of ex-bourbon barrels, Oloroso, sherry, and Pedro Jimenez wine casks, along with virgin European oak casks. This is going to be the flocking best Redbreast whiskey I've ever flocking had. This 10-year-old is bottled exclusively for visitors to the home of Redbreast. We should nose some dark berry fruits, some citrus zest, almonds, hazelnuts, and chocolate with sweet vanilla, balsamic, and pot still spices. We should taste sweet cherries, black currant, and blackberries with a finish of peppermint, anise, and grated ginger.
Just take a gander at that color on this.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Take a gander at that color. More bird word play. Come on.
I mean, we're talking about robins, not geese, buddy.
Oh, it's all bird word play here today.
What's the word? It's word up.
Get the flock out of here.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Sub 1K, what is going on? Didn't even see you there, man. Good to
Sub
see
1K,
you.
we've got a show that we'd like to
Sub
present
1K.
to you. That
All right.
need, but we need you for.
We need you.
We
here.
can't do it without
don't
you.
disclose anything.
But we're gonna call you after this because
there's a big effing deal bottle.
BFD.
That's dropping. A BFD bottle.
Yeah.
That has your name all over it. It has one of the best actors in the world behind it. And it's a very, very special
I'll
bottle.
just say he likes woodworking. He likes breakfast.
And scotch.
And he likes his Lagavulin scotch.
Oh. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. So, anyways, Sub 1K, we're gonna get in touch with you there
Yeah, you
because
gotta
we're
be
gonna
on
need you
that.
over here at the Barrel Buddies
The big deal.
compound to
We're
be
gonna
on the
talk about
show
this
when we
one.
review it because I cannot wait to get my hands on a bottle of this.
So I'm interested in this nose. This is an interesting nose. I think you'll if you go back and
Red
watch.
Hots.
Yeah, candy. Specifically, I thought it smelled like
Red Hots.
candy. Or I was going to say, the
Candy.
the pink Necco wafer,
That too.
that Pepto Bismol-y.
I get the
flavor?
cinnamony because I think it's the ethanol. I get ethanol. I get a little tingle on the ethanol note, which could be coming across to cinnamon.
But it smells like an old school candy shop or like an old school
Oh man, no, geez, that nose
like
is really opening
a
up.
drugstore, like an old school drugstore, CVS. But like the ones in the 80s
This is
specifically.
only a 10-year. All right, let's get into this. Cheers.
So hold on. I got to address this before I jump into this. Because I asked this question. I was that dumb American tourist on this because I was like, I want to hear it from the guy. So I said, does that mean everything in this bottle is 10 years old? Does that mean that everything in this bottle
good question.
is at least
like it's
10 years old?
5% tenure? Yeah, something goofy. Yeah. Like
Or
some
does
weird
that mean that
blend.
the oldest thing in this bottle is 10 years old?
That's a great question.
And I'm going to tell you the answer to it after I get through my first 3 sips.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
What a great first sip. I haven't said that about a whiskey in a minute. Not ever, just in a minute. A really great first sip. It was not offensive. It was very welcoming. Short finish. Ready to go back for my second.
This is in a league of its own, man. Like I can't even put this up against a bourbon. You really can't.
It's not a bourbon.
It's not a bourbon.
For sure.
That's the first things first. You cannot.
We said this about Redbreast 12 when we first had it.
It's just, it's different. And I know that's like, what does that mean, right? Like the profiles, like a lot of the taste and like a lot of the tasting notes that I'm personally getting, it's kind of throwing my palate for a loop because I'm trying to associate it bourbon wise. And what I mean by that, like where are the big heavy vanillas, caramels, oak
really
profile,
fruity.
But this is nothing like that. It's a lot of stuff have never gotten before. Fruit.
It's really fruity.
Like there's like a fruit, like I don't even know how to put it, like a fruit.
When they say blackberries and black currant, I think it's black currant. I don't get a lot of blackberry, but a ton of currant.
It's like a faint, like kind of I get like kind of like a mixed berry, that like fancy jam. Like,
oh yeah, like a Bon.
Like on the back end, it's
like
not forward. I'm not saying it's sweet. Yes, I'm not saying it's sweet. I'm not saying it's super jammy. No, but on the back end, it's like a jammy aftertaste.
It's very yeah, I want to add to that. It's not jammy.
It's not jammy.
It's the aromatics of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's on the palate, I think, is a very delicate.
It's like
complex.
Silky.
Yeah.
The mouthfeel, it's not even like a bourbon. It's hard to describe.
It's like a wine.
Yes, it's very reminiscent of drinking a wine.
The
great comparison.
The mouthfeel is like that of a wine, right? It's very much of like a wine.
It doesn't drink like a bourbon.
Burn. It's got the bourbon burn. It's got that Irish embrace. You okay? You got the no-see-ums? You okay?
There's like fucking flies buzzing
You're
around
losing
here.
your eyesight from this one? Okay, so let me get to my answer for those sitting on the edge of their seats.
A warm Irish embrace.
The 10-year... Jesus criminy. You and your mukbang over there.
What?
The 10-year-old Distillery Edition simply means that the youngest juice in this bottle is 10. The oldest
Oh.
juice, from what I was told at the distillery. Listen, what I was told. I'm not the expert. I'm not them. So don't come at me in the comments, or come at me in the comments. I don't care. I was told that the oldest could be up to 27 years old.
No way.
We could see there is 27-year-old juice in this. Now, how much of the percentage of that is 27-year-old juice?
Wow.
We don't know, right? They don't tell me that. They don't tell you that. They don't disclose it. But the youngest juice that was in this blend was 10 years old. Probably a lot of what was put in this was 10. This is really interesting. I think it's really, it feels celebratory.
What do you mean?
This doesn't feel like, I know there's like some subconscious in the back of my head, right? I'm back. We brought it back. It's got our name on it. This is a BFD bottle for us. It's already celebratory. But there's something in the flavor profile, right? This isn't like celebratory, like you give it to, you know, an offspring, a son or a daughter at a big birthday. This is celebratory, like you found out you're having your first kid, you're getting married, or you just got engaged.
Okay.
It feels very celebratory. I always like to think of spirits, especially spirits, as something that when it was crafted with a specific reason. And I think that there are a lot of spirits that are crafted for the chill out, come home from work and have a cocktail or have a dram reason. But this feels like it was crafted for the purpose of true celebration.
Wow. That is like really quite the statement, because I don't know if I can really meet you there on the same level you're on.
It's cool. I mean, you don't have to.
I can see where you're coming from. Personally, I think that this is really, and I said at the beginning, it's in a league of its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bourbon.
Mm-mm.
I almost say that I cannot personally give a true logical rating of this, because I don't feel like I have enough experience drinking these types of Irish whiskeys to rank it. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, because when you say it's in a league of its own,
I don't really have anything to put up against.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't think you're not. I want to be clear. James is not giving a compliment when he says that. He's not saying it's in a league of its own, simply in the level of it's a compliment, and he's struggling to find the way to put a really finite point on it.
Because all of my brain is telling me to compare this to some type of bourbon, and you can't do that.
There's a lot of missing context for this tasting, because we're going to taste some other Irish whiskey here in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah,
where you're going to have context. You're going to go,
that's the thing.
I get it.
Like,
it's single malt, and it's going to be very Scotch related.
I'm going to pull a first on this show, and I'm going to reserve my Redbreast 10 rating until we have more of the Irish whiskeys over the next couple of weeks.
Great.
And then I want to revisit this.
Great.
After.
Great.
Guys, we're going to go into a next couple of weeks of shows of Irish whiskey rabbit hole that are going to blow your mind. So sorry if we're pivoting. If you're here for your bourbon through and through, guys, get with the program. Bourbon's over the hump, and we want to broaden your horizons.
I will just tell you this:
Irish whiskey, my friends.
You're going to see one of the big hypey things that's coming this summer, and we're going to see how many people catch on to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's catching because a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon right now, and that is American single malt.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a thing.
It's already starting to be a thing, and we're going to see how the American consumer jumps on it. But you got people like Jack Daniels, who's putting out this. You okay?
Oh shit! I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Grab that Westland. I know you're going for it. American single malt, and some people do it really well, like Westland. Okay,
this is one of my favorite bottles for the first quarter of 2024. It has been my go-to bottle. Westland. This is my second bottle of that, by the way.
Yeah, that's tasty. You know, I was drinking this in England.
No way.
Yeah, at the hotel bar I was sitting at, they actually had Westland, and we were drinking it. And I was getting people in the bar to. I was getting people in the bar to drink that Westland. And I was the bartenders were like, we don't even know what it is. I said, exactly, it's American single malt. I'm surprised you guys even have it. It's such a thing. When I was in all of the duty free shops, every American whiskey was touting some new American single malt. The biggest one, Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels.
Let me blow our
American single
friends'
malt.
minds. You ready for this? Distilled from 100% malted barley in Seattle, Washington.
Mm-hmm. St. George has been doing it too.
Like,
Been
what?
doing it too.
What?
The difference is what Westland's doing is better than what St. George
And get
is doing.
this. It's a 5 malt barley finished in Pinot, Pineau.
Oh.
8 years, 53.5% or 107 proof.
So wait, so do you not
There
like
you
this
go.
10-year-old?
I like it, but here's the thing. I reserve judgment. I like it personally. However, I reserve judgment against rating it against other Irish whiskeys until I
Interesting.
have more other Irish whiskeys. I just feel like
Okay.
I can't be a judge of Irish whiskey until I have more of it. I am that like,
Okay.
I can tell you some recent ones I have had. I had some Teeling that was off the charts. I don't even remember what it was. I had some Yellow Label
Fair.
that was super buttery and tasty. I don't really have a 1-to-1 to this, so I can't rate it because I have nothing to compare it to. Literally nothing. I know I have other Redbreasts. I know we've had them before. I don't remember any of them. So I hope over the next couple of weeks we started knocking out some awesome Irish whiskey shows. I'm going to be able to try some more Redbreast with you, some more Teeling, some more. We'll throw that Scotch show in there with Sub 1K. We're going to have some great shows lined up.
I got
And
nine weeks of content right now.
then at the end of the day, after all that, I want to revisit this and give you a true Barrel score at that time.
Great.
But for now, it's solid. I mean, it's good.
It's a good pour.
It's light. It's different. It's delicate. I'm okay with it.
You know
but you
I
break
don't
out this
understand?
Westland, and now I want to focus all my attention onto this now. I'm kind of over that. And that's not knocking it. That is not like discounting it whatsoever. I'm just.
So this was aged in a selection of bourbon barrels, Oloroso sherry, and Pedro Jimenez sherry casks,
all
as
about
well
that.
as virgin oak, bottled exclusively for visitors to Middleton.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one that's, oh, there it is. I was like, I couldn't find a percentage. What do you think the percentage is on this?
The percentage is probably 45.
It's a good guess.
Yeah.
It's 43. 43%.
Oh.
It's kind of low. Doesn't drink that low.
Oh.
Doesn't drink that low. At least I don't think it drinks that
Can I pet that dog? Is that what you, I thought that's what
Can
you
I pet that dog?
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you said.
The dog that's barking next door?
Why would you bring it up?
I missed him too.
Man, oh man, this Westland guys. I mean this. I don't want to turn this into a Westland show.
Not a Westland show. But I'm just saying that's going to be all aboard the hype train. We're going to talk about some single malts. The point of me bringing it all up was you're going to hear all of this about single malt, and we're going to teach you about single malt as we explore the original single malts. And we're not going to let you get sucked into this
good.
hypey American single malt.
And that's what we're going to do. And so here's
Train.
what I want to do with over the next couple of shows.
Yes.
I want us to share some kind of everyday Irish whiskeys with the crew here, but I also want to talk about what makes an Irish whiskey. Like, how is it made? I want to go through that process. So I think I'm going to put together, I mean, I won't nerd out and PowerPoint it, but I'll come up with something, a visual. We'll find a web page or some good summary somewhere that goes through.
Good thing.
Yeah.
I kind of toured through the Middleton Distillery.
Good. So you can talk to some of this as well.
I got a PowerPoint ready to go.
Well, then I think you are going to be the guy. The guy.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
There you go. Thanks for that, Huckleberry. There you go. Anyway, so no score tonight. Boo-hoo. Sorry, everybody that came here to watch this. So you're going to have to watch the next
came here to
10 weeks of shows before we give you a rating. But
come on.
If you're watching this 10 weeks from now, all you have to do is go to the show, the new show of when we reviewed this.
We'll link you.
And no, we won't. We've never linked it. Jack shit.
That's not true.
And that's that. So there you have it.
What's the sticker on your water bottle? It looks like a Washington Commanders. But it's
That's
actually it's a flaming skeleton.
Flaming skeleton next to his PC, and it says, "I hope this email finds you well." God, that phrase makes me want to gag. Because it's true. That's like my emotional reaction when I read an email that starts out like that. I hope this email finds you well. You know what? No.
Oh my
God,
God.
doesn't. Anyway,
well, that's it.
So
next
it looks
week,
like we have a little boatload of Irish whiskey coming up.
But will we be live?
I don't know yet. That's TBD. Yeah, I don't know.
TBD. There will be a show.
There'll be a show for you guys. We just don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. So.
As always, we have to take this moment. If you liked what you saw today,
we gotta
please
have
don't forget to
plug.
Give this a thumbs up or leave us a comment. We're actually going to get to the point now where we're saying, please leave us a comment that says what you liked about the show or what you didn't like about the show, or promoting your own personal thing. I don't know. Any comment at this point would be helpful. And if you're already doing those things, would you mind going the extra mile and just sharing this to a friend or an enemy? I don't care. Maybe you don't like us and you want to share it to an enemy. Then let's do that.
Uncle P says, how many bottles did you bring home? Do you want to go through your...
Well, now that I'm home...
not. Yeah, now that you're home...
Take me.
How about if I sum it up for you real quick? And then if you want to go into detail...
how about... Wait, can you send me the picture you took at my desk today?
I will, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Uncle P. He came to see me, and I was like, dude, tell me, what did you bring back? And he's like, Jimmy, I brought back so much stuff that if customs would have stopped me, it would have been a problem.
That's a true.
That was
his story.
This is his
true story. I was like, I was trying to make
told
decisions
me.
as to if customs stops me, what bottles am I going to save, and which bottles am I going to let them keep? How am I going? I'm going to have to choose a child. And how do you choose a child?
Thankfully, he just got the move along. He used his force powers on the custom guys and just passed through and was like, these are not the droids you're looking for. So
these are not the droids you're looking for.
Move along. So
yeah, I'm not going to give
there's
it
your answer. But it was a lot.
But it was, I will just say, it was enough that customs would have stopped me and made me make decisions. I did not. I will say this. I did not spend in excess of what customs would have allowed me to bring back into the country.
Good to
without
know.
Doing any sort of declaration. That was like $50,000.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think for hard goods, it's like $50K.
It was $50K. So I did not spend $50,000 in liquor.
Right.
But I definitely exceeded the 2 bottle per person maximum.
There you go. So there you have it, folks. So tune into the Barrel Buddies over the next, this is gonna be like 2 months now. We're just gonna have amazing Irish whiskey content,
Scotch.
We're gonna get our feet wet with Scotch. I think that we're gonna start moving. We're not moving the show in another direction, but we want to start growing and throwing other stuff on there. So if you're here just for bourbon, I don't see a bourbon show in the future for a while.
Probably a couple of months,
a month or two, if that.
Well, I don't know.
We'll throw in
some stuff
because there's some releases on our doorstep.
There releases
that
there's
will
4th of July. We're not gonna not do a bourbon on.
No, you got to do a bourbon on 4th of July. We're not that communist. So we'll do.
We're Pankos. We're not full reds. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on here. Well, there you have it. So stay in touch. You guys know our schedule, and thanks for joining on this fine May evening.
Good to see you all.
BJ, welcome back. It's great to have you. I know there was a lot of awesome feedback and comments on the Instagram. You were posting a ton of stories while you were out there.
My pleasure,
guys. Again, I hope you're not missing out. You got to follow us on Instagram at the Barrel Buds to catch all of these antics that are happening. BJ,
don't miss out.
And he's got some new equipment. We'll get into that down the road.
That's all Jimmy, buddy.
We have some stuff.
We got some stuff.
We're going to be seeing a lot more reels and posts from us.
You're going to be seeing some stuff. Again, follow at the Barrel Buds.
That's big.
We're going to be featuring some of that new equipment here this week.
I can't wait.
I'm
week. I'm kind of jonesing to get our hands.
I think we're going to. I think there's going to be some events on Saturday.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to.
we're gonna
maybe do
use
some
that 360
Yeah,
camera.
we're gonna have.
Ooh,
to
I
use it.
said too much. But anyway, we got some cool.
We're
We
gonna
got some
use
cool
some stuff, baby.
around the corner.
It's
So
gonna be cool.
for the Barrel Buddies, I'm Jimmy.
And I'm BJ. Good to be back and dancing a jig.
Lucky Charms over here. Well, there you have it.
As I've just put back my people and myself 1,000 years.
That's fair.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Take care.